Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to House and Garden Flipper episode F82. We're going to go and see if we can't get the Johnson family to come back up to the top. We probably won't be able to manage it, we can try. The little tip down the bottom, glass, concrete, wood, gravel can be mixed in a modern garden. So, glass, metal, concrete, wood and gravel. Not to mention tall, symmetrical flower pots, I think was one of the other tips we saw. Alright, let's get straight over to our latest project and see how we can go. In English gardens, retaining walls and paths are usually made of stone or brick. Although in the last English garden I made, I didn't actually use either of them, so they're not an essential part, although you do need the flowers. Right, this is what we started with. It's starting to shape up. I just got the heebies working my way through the grass all the time. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a family room in here, and I've really got my fingers crossed, actually. We're going to do a family room in here. Sorry, we'll get there eventually. I've really got my fingers crossed that the Johnson family will come up to the top again, but I somehow have my doubts. So we're going to just go with the wooden floor paneling again, just all the way through here. Because, I mean, the Sloth family are lovely and all, but I've sold to them before. So I know we went to all the trouble of painting in here, but yeah. It's a family room. Let's give it some. I'm really starting to like that wallpaper that I saw. This foresty one. So actually, no, we've got a family room, haven't we? Oh, here I am forgetting what I've actually built. All right, wander this way. Right, what did we end up making this? Okay, so we have a family room. We're going for a children's room. And we are definitely putting it in the old garage. Okay. Children's room. Yeah, no. I mean, it's kind of cute, but I'm actually going to stick with this. So we're going to buy many. I think we're going to need... I'm only going to stick with it too for the... Put one wall. So we're going to do a feature wall. Very quickly in the back. I mean, kids love jungles, so this will help with their little overactive imaginations. But I think if I did it on all of the walls, we might end up with, instead of a jungly feeling, we might end up with more of a feeling of being in prison. So let's avoid that. I thought it would take me 3 to do this whole back wall. It's not going to, though. I think we're going to be lucky to take up 2. But I really like the kind of light, happy sort of bamboo-y thing going on. Alright, so I'm going to leave those down there in case I change my mind, because I'm terrible with changing my mind. And we're going to paint, and I really want to do, I'm thinking spring grass is probably not quite the right colour, but it's a nice yellowy thing. Oh, okay, pistachio is too soft. So the only other one would be lime. So let's just pop that down as well. You know what, I'm thinking we're probably stuck with spring grass, but let's give it a shot and we'll see what we like best once we see the paint up alongside it. Okay, so that's that. And you know what, I might actually go do this over here. I like that this is a lighter colour. Right, now we're going to go over here and just take a look. So you've got that look there. Oh, you've got that look there. You know what, that's more a bedroom look for relaxing and just winding out. And that's kind of more an active look. It's got a bit more yellow in. So I think what we're going to do is go with the spring grass. And we'll just get this done. So we're going to just change the entire look of what used to be our garage. They can park in the driveway. They've got a fence around their yard and everything, so it's not like it's going to hurt it. I guess if you get hailstorms, you could bring the car into the kids' room in an emergency. But I think in the meantime, let's just give them a good kids' room. Now, if this does not work, I don't know what I'll do. I might just leave it and let the buyers hoof it out. It all depends on how much, on whether or not it increases the price for them as well. Because while it increases the price, I mean, the toys in the family room and the toys here are definitely going to decrease the bidding price for some of our other buyers. Okay. So we've got the real estate agent and Dolan Trusk over there. I think Dolan's kind of hoping I'll turn this into an office. And as sweet as that sentiment is, the answer is no. So we're going to go for a couple of kids' beds. And you know what? We might segment this room using bookcases. So let's just go into our furniture and we'll go with beds. Oh, I forgot. All right. We're just going to do yellow simply because there is no other color option that will really suit the place. I'm going to pop this up against that far wall. I mean, if I did this room, okay, no, that might work too. Actually, let's flip that way. Okay, you know what? We are definitely going to go with the contrast on this one rather than the match. Okay. It's still a garage. I'm not quite sure what it's going to take to turn it into a, or even if I can, turn it into a thing. But I'm not happy with the way that's placed. Flip it, pop it there. Grab this one over here. And we're going to do the same with that, but we're going to flip it so the little heads are away from each other. And yes, I know that means that the little opening is on the other side, but too bad. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is put down a couple of bookcases. And by a couple, I mean maybe half a ton of them. So we'll go into cupboards and we'll go into shelves. I need something with a back on it, so we are going to have to go a little bit more expensive than I would otherwise. The beds are made of that nice light timber, so we're going to make the bookcases of the same. And we're going to do it this way. So what I want is I want a desk width. Actually, no, I don't. I want a bookcase width and a walking width. So we're going to actually put this bookcase about here, and I'm going to get out of my own way. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to try and get out of my own way. Why isn't that? Okay. So the first problem I've encountered is it doesn't seem to like the height of the bookcase. So I'm okay at that distance, which is just, yeah, okay. So the bookcase is really tall and it's going to actually get in the way of the garage door, which is what the program is trying to tell me there. So that's easy. That at least means I have a bit of a hand in finding the distance. So if we go this way and bring it in until that bookcase turns red, that will be exactly the distance we need in order to be able to get it to stop. All right, so we've got what we call like a little alcove. And actually, now that I've done that, I want to change it slightly. So what I want to do is I want to bring these bookcases over by about a bookcase width. And I'm going to put a bookcase down that side. So we grab this like this and just move it over. Yes. And then we grab one of these cheaper, taller cupboards. So I'm thinking probably this one because it has no drawers, but it has lots of shelf space and we can match it in. So we'll grab that. It's a nut bookcase and pop it push it back so that I know it's flush up against the bed. So that should be it there. Right, then I'm going to grab this and move it over. And we're going to do the same with this one. So what I'm hoping that will do is actually mean that at the very end of the bed, the end of the bed is now behind the bookcases. And then we're going to do the same on this side. I think I needed about that much space. And then I needed this thing, and I'm going to slide it. Okay, which means, yeah, there we go. So that's flush up against the bed. You've got like a back there. What I wanted to do is actually move these bookcases forward and have a second row. But actually, you know what? I can still do it. But I have to do it this way. Because I can't have these tall bookcases in this space, but I can have shorter bookcases in this space. So move that there. And move that there. Now we have a walk-through. And what I want is another walk-through here. I've made it too narrow, but that's really not much I can do about it. Right, which means that on the front of these bookcases, I want something shorter. So I think that one's shorter, but it's got the same kind of, yeah, same kind of timber. Gonna leave a little nook there. Let me back it back. And then we're going to do the same on this side. Okay. Alright, so now that I've got bookcases and a bedroom, now I haven't turned that into a bedroom yet, so I'm not quite sure if the computer is going to recognize that as anything but a garage. It doesn't look like it, but let's see what happens when we put a couple of desks in. Huh. Yeah, I can hear you. Where? Let's go with desks. We're going to go with that. We're going to pop it right there. I can't do the same on that side. That's okay. We have one desk. It will do for a start. Let's go with our chair. Now we're going to go for the same chairs we've been putting throughout the house, which are, where'd they go? There they are. These ones, just flip that round. Put it here. We're going to go for a cupboard. I have a really horrible feeling that this isn't going to work out the way I want it to. That's okay. So go with drawers, go with mini chest, and flip it round, pop it in underneath. Now we have a chest of drawers in our room as well. It's going to stay a garage. I don't think it cares what I'm going to do. So you know what? They can try and park the car in here if they really want to, but they're kind of out of luck. I was going to say let's put a ball on this bookcase, but the minute you do that, I mean, you're going to have two kids facing each other playing ping pong with or something. Let's see if we can't circumvent the little devils. Alrighty. I know, I'm absolutely no fun. So this is like their little rest area in the back. I was going to put a desk in the middle, but if I do that, A, no one's going to get any study done, and B, no one's going to get any sleep either. So, yeah, alright, it's definitely not going to turn into a children's room. Fine. You know what we're going to do instead? It'll recognize it in here, I think. Sigh, will that work? And let's try again. So yeah, so what I'd love to do with the garages is at least be able to take out the garage door and put in another, like another kind of door to tell the computer that no, this is not garage anymore. And I suppose if I was had it on a really tight budget, I reckon I could probably I'll just turn this into a master bedroom, it's okay. Alright, I've got everyone whining about the loss of bookcases, that's fine. In here it's a smaller room, I'm going to do light blue. I'm going to leave the wallpaper up because I can. So we'll go with wall panels, we'll go with light blue, we'll do one feature wall. I'm going to do it on that side, so it's going to be kind of like a nursery. Maybe. It's kind of overpowering, that blue. That's got to be the prettiest garage on the block though, I have to say. Ah, no, I just tiled over my tiles. It's kind of pretty. You wouldn't want to have kind of vertigo or motion sickness though. I think this room might make you feel slightly ill if you did. Alright, let's see how we go. So what we're going to do is match that with a nice light blue paint. I'm thinking ice blue. Where is it? It's lurking in here. This royal blue, it's kind of pretty as well. But I'm actually thinking that. And okay, no, that doesn't suit. It's too light. Maybe royal blue is a better match for this one. So just grab that. Yeah, that's a bit better. Alright. So I don't know if this room is big enough for a children's room, but the problem we had when we made the children's rooms before is although we had the right furniture components in there, we didn't have the right number of the right amount of floor space. So we weren't able to create a children's room as we were hoping. So what we're doing at the moment is I'm just going to try and create a children's room to see if I can get the Johnson family to the top of the list. And I'm thinking it might not be possible, but I'm thinking it's worth a shot. So yeah. Okay. So we have painted. It is very blue. Not quite what I had in mind, but that's okay because it will go really well with those little children's beds that are blue. So we'll grab one of those while we remember them. Furniture and beds and children's and... oh, wait. You know what? Oh, no. Okay, we're going to go with the navy one instead. I changed my mind. There's nothing new about that. Yeah, alright, it's just a little bit wide for going on the other side and I can't turn it round. So we're just going to have to... I can turn it round. There we go. But if I do that way, I'll have it at this end because I really just want the head up against the wall. Right. Everyone's whining about the small bed. I wonder what happens if I stick a great big bed in here. Just for the moment because I'm tired of their whinging. A big comfortable bed, right? Comfortable. So lavender, elegance, and I will have to change the paint if I do this. Double bed warmy looks comfy. What do you reckon? It's got that purple kind of thing we can do with it. We could give it cherry wood, or we could give it zebra wood. not white. And I don't want it too dark. Alright. Let's just dump this in here. Please ignore the paint is not going to stay if they like this. Why did I just get a downvote from the... It doesn't matter, they got overtaken by the other guys. That's all I wanted. I'm just going to leave that in there for the minute. Alright, this is going to be our children's room. We're going to put a desk right here. Cool, we might get to sell it to the Johnsons after all. Now, if I remember rightly, the children's room needed a bed, a desk, which means it probably needs a chair. Okay, so we'll go with the Aoki wooden chair again. Spin that, pop it there. It also needs a chest of drawers. So we've got a bedroom at the moment. Let's see what happens when we add a chest of drawers in. So go to cupboard, go to withdrawals, and we'll just go down to the mini chest mal. Buy that and we'll tuck it under here. I love that this fits under here so nicely. Alright, it's still a bedroom, but it hasn't got any bookcases in, so let's fix that little problem. So furniture and shelves. That's right, I really hate the finish of the white in that one. Oh wait, but we're not doing it in white. We're doing it in birch. It's still a bedroom. What have I forgotten? I don't remember. Okay. We're going to go with... I can either go with the bookcase fan at 128. We can go with the bookcase Carl at 83. So let's do that because we're going to try and keep budget in mind. And this will also allow us to have pictures. Alright, let's see which side of this door opens. Excellent. So, I've now got a bidding war going on, which is exactly what I wanted. And it's a bidding war with my favourite buyers at the top. So, or my target buyers at the top. Ones I kind of hoped I would get, but I had kind of given up on as well. Alright, we have, wow, we have bookcases, we have bed, we have desk with chest of drawers. It's now a home library. That's not what I wanted. Let's see what happens if I stick cupboards, yeah, not cupboards, toys. Okay, apart from the people who are going to get grumpy because there's toys, well, let's see what happens. We have blue bunnies. We're going to stick them on the desk because that's really conducive to study, right? I can't stick it on the bed. That's the only reason it's not going there. I think I prefer pale pink. It's not quite so in your face. Actually, we can stick the little bunnies down here. Let's put one here. Near you. And one there. There we have bunnies. It's still a home library. I haven't put rugs on the floor. We'll get to that in just a tick. It's a kid's room. What's a kid's room without a ball? Where is the ball hiding? There we go. Because they can take it straight outside and there's a couple of kids. So why don't we have a couple of balls? So that way hopefully they won't fight. Yes! Children's room. It's a shame there's only one children's room. Lady, have you seen the other 3 bedrooms? Stop your complaining. Alright, they are really happy that they've got a children's room, even if they're whining. Let's go with decorations. Let's go with pictures and paintings. Every kid loves to be reminded of the sea. Okay, that's a lie. Some of them are terrified of the water. We won't remind them about that. Alright, let's do an owl picture because it is a kid's room. There we go. The owl can sing you to sleep. Let's do... There's not a lot of real kid-style paintings. Some of these are a little bit more mature for them than I'd like. I have fog. We could put the fog picture. Yeah, I don't know. I think that kind of spoils the nautical theme though. Let's just go with the, oh my god, I found an ocean. Alright, I'm just going to try something with this. Just trying to work out if there's anywhere else I can put it. because, or maybe, we'll just see, just give it a minute. Grab that one. There you go, kids. Reminds you of freedom, alright? The owl seems really out of place now. We'll just grab this other ocean picture and we'll pop it up on the wall over here. There we go. Right. I have now managed to get my target buyers to the top of the list. Let's give this room a little bit of carpentry and perhaps some puffs so that they can, you know, sit and read. The single coloured rug is nice and cheap. The navy bordered rug is also pretty. The rug with stripes, if I could match it to the blanket I would, but I can't really. Alright. So, see, I like that because of the border, but this is also quite good. So let's just have a look and see what that's like. It's a little dark, but it does match the bed. So you could kind of go one here. No, there's no expensive furniture. This is not for you. Alright, and we can go one here. And what I'm trying to do is just get that rug to sit kind of right. It's not quite as parallel as I'd like. Let's just see if I can stuff this under the bed a little bit further. It just seems the minute I hit the bed we have a little bit of a conflict going on. Maybe it needs to go over a little bit more. But you know what? Let's stop this faffing about. I just need to stick the bed over here for a minute while I sort the rug. Right, now we get the bed back where it belongs. Now's when the bed decides it doesn't want to go back where I had it. There we are. Stop standing on the rug, I want to move. Oops, that's not conducive to getting it done. Okay. It's a little bit bare for a kid's room, to be honest, but there's our first snapshot. And there's our second. Actually, let's not take a second because I've forgotten to put the poops in. So furniture, chairs, scrolly. Alright, we have these ones. Those ones which are really dark. I kind of like the lighter colour. We also have, I think that's too much of a contrast. And you know, with that. So what we're going to go with is that one. Maybe. Okay, perhaps I'm wrong. Sigh. Alright, no, we'll go with this. There's not really a lot of space for them though. So I'm going to put one actually here. And then I think what I'll do is I'll stick another one right in the middle of the floor. And hopefully the parents won't break their necks when they come through here. So there's two. You could have a beanbag fight with that lot. Let's just leave that at that. So, we have successfully got the Johnsons up to the top. We haven't got any plants in this room. What am I thinking? Let's go with our decorations. Let's go with our plants. We've done pictures and paintings. We need some nice buttery blue stuff. So we'll pop that. Oops. And actually, I'm going to be incredibly lazy and go buy many. And then we're going to go and grab, kids like flowers, right? Mind you, you're probably going to end up with pot plants everywhere. And not in a good way. Let's do that with a white top. And we'll leave it with white flowers. Just turn it to the rose green. Right, we have flowers, and I've forgotten to, you know, put plants everywhere like I normally do. So that needs a little bench right next to it. I wonder if we can fit another chest of drawers in there. Let's go into cupboards, go into withdrawals, go down to here, grab that, and let's go buy now. Oh, perfect. Look at that. And what would a chest of drawers be without either a plant or a lamp? Well, something kids can't wreck, I guess. Let's see what we've got here. All right, down here we have... No. That might do. Let's try that. It's only a little thing. It'll do. See, you just need just the tiniest little thing to light it up. And that probably goes for the desk as well. We need to have a look and see what desk lamps we've got. We've got a really cheap one here. It's very old-fashioned though. Alright, yeah, let's go with our old-fashioned desk lamp. Just swing it round. And turn that one on. There we go. To balance that out, we're going to need a pot plant. I'm just going to go with small and fuzzy. So we'll grab this one, grab our plants, grab this, grab a nice blue pot, and pop it right there. There you go, small and fuzzy. Now we're looking a little bit more complete. I'm just thinking we may need a couple more small and fuzzies, except I'm probably going to have to stand on the bed to manage it. You've got to be able to see the top of the surface you want to put something on. So if you want to put plants up on top here, you have to both be in range. Yeah. And you've got to be able to see it. I might just go stand on the desk, see if that gets me close enough. Yes. Alright. So I couldn't put the pot plants up here from on the floor, but once I stood on the bed, I was fine. So that's how you get things into shelves when you're a bit stuck. Alright, let's have a look at bins, books, clocks. Kids clock. Let's put that up on the wall. Right, next thing. We need containers. What I'm looking for are these. Either boxes with flaps or because they will fit really nicely. Alright, I was actually going to alternate blue and white throughout the whole thing, but I think just for the sake of design we might leave it with our two sets of diagonal boxes just like that. Alrighty. Now we'll take our pictures. Yeah, that's a bit better. Except I forgot to put the headlamp in. Oh, the ceiling. Oh, for goodness sake, this thing. There we go. And you know what? I think it's a pretty big room, but we'll just go with the one. Alright, and that means we need a light switch. Like I said, I always wonder if I get to lose marks because I haven't done the light, but nothing seems to happen when I don't, which puzzles me because if I bought a house and there were no light switches for my lights, I might be a bit cross. Alright, this is our final room. There's that one there. That one there. And actually that's the easiest it's ever been for me to actually design a room for the Johnsons. Normally they're a pain. I think it took me a good 3 or 4 houses to get them up to the top of my buyers list. There we go. And I have forgotten to put in blinds. Let's do that. Kids' rooms need a bit of privacy too. I would put blinds on the doors, but it's not something that's possible yet in the game. Maybe one day they'll add it in, but they haven't yet. So we'll just quickly pop these in. And I can't put curtains over them either, which is kind of annoying. So basically what we're doing is just the finishing touches there, and I really should have, yeah, see, that changes the whole perspective. And I think for the better. All right, we have got, this is our children's room. I am so, when I get to the bigger houses, we're going to have 4 kids' rooms, or is it 3? 4 kids' rooms and a grandma's room. And we'll see if we can actually convince them to buy it. All right, now that we know that they love this bed, because this is the reason that they're now at the top, I think, because if I sell it, I'm in trouble. Yeah, okay. So the difference between the Smoth family buying it and the Johnson family buying it is that bed. So it's really important if you're after a certain buyer to just check through your, grab that back again, just check through your settings and make sure that you can get what you want. So I'm actually going to make these guys a huge bedroom over here, and we're going to change the wallpaper and everything. Yeah, we'll move this over to the corner. I'm just trying to work out if I can bring in another one of the clients and maybe make him increase his bid. He hates kid stuff, but he does love having a television in his bedroom. And if I knew how far down the ladder he was, no, I won't do it. I would put stuff in that would make him increase his bid as well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to do a very quick bedroom design. We're going to grab this comfy double bed. We are going to change the so beds, cupboards, with drawers. You need a couple of nightstands. All right, it's pretty sure it's the Hermes I want, but I might just check. Oh, okay, there we go. Might just see how this goes. So, and Anna on the left side. You know what, I think that might actually suit better than the Hermes. Just watching how these guys go. And then what we'll do is one on the right side. I'm also watching how the real estate agent is reacting, because he's now back on the board, albeit it's quite a ways down. All right, let's go with lamps and standing. I need a really nice, pretty purple lamp, but not that one. So I don't know, let's have a quick look. It's pretty, but it's not purple. And this would be an absolute nope as well. All right, no, oh god, no, kind of comes to mind. That's really cute, but I don't think it's them. I like it. It's a bat lamp. Okay, so we are kind of stuck with this. We'll actually go with, no, we're going to go with the white. Yeah, it has to be the white. And it's not quite the purple I want, but it is the best match I can get. So we'll give them a couple of nightstands. We are also going to give them a rug of 3. So we'll grab our floor. Purple square is one of our options. Purple circles square, okay, and purple circles itself. And I don't think we've got any long skinny rugs that are going to match that pattern, but that's what I was kind of looking for. Yeah, all right, so we're going to go with these. They're very, very luxurious when you think about it. So we will pop that one over here, and then we will pop this one in here. They're not quite equidistant, but that'll do. And then I might pop this one over here, and then we'll flip this one here, and then we'll flip that one There, okay, we have now got our rugs in. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That green has to go. So, when in doubt, there are a couple of colours that go really well for the walls. Okay, the dirty pink comes out as purple, and it's quite good. I don't know if that's got enough contrast though, so we're going to have a look at some of the more purples that we have in here. So we have purple quartz, which I think is too intense, but we'll have a look at it anyway. And we also have, yeah, purple lily, which for me I think is a really big no, but I'll pop it down just to see what it looks like. Yeah, it's still a really big no. Let's have a quick look at panels and see if there's any viable options in panels. Alright, so nothing in purple in panels, so we won't be doing that. Okay. And look, even in the can it's turning my stomach. Alright, I'm actually bending towards this one. And I don't normally use the purple at all when I play the game. I tend to... Yeah, okay, we're going to use just this one. We're not going to even use the dirty pink. Dirty pink is what I normally use, but not this time around. Off the bed. Right. Now, the game is still not recognizing this as anything other than a garage, but the clients have recognized the presence of a bed, and that is what's keeping them happy. So I'm going to say that they will probably recognize it as a bedroom when they buy it, regardless of what the program thinks. However, the children's room, that was pretty important to have in there, and I just couldn't manage it. I think next time I do a build for these guys, I want to actually have a granny flat inside the house, so there's like 2 kitchens and you know, a specific bathroom and bedroom for her, and a rocking chair. Because if you read the brief on that client, there is a grandmother there, and they have her with them, so they're fairly fond of her. So it should affect how much they're willing to pay if there's a granny's room. There we go. Alright, it's not too overpowering, I guess. Okay, the next thing we need in here, if that was a normal wall, I would be putting a television on it. Alright, we're going to need a wardrobe. So go into here, we'll grab our furniture, we'll grab our cupboards and wardrobes. Alright, we have to still remember that they're on a budget, so we'll go with the Charles. No, that's kind of overpowering there. We'll stick it here. Yep. And then what we'll do is we'll go with a thing with drawers, because they need their drawer space as well. That's a van. That's quite a cheap thing with drawers. Hang on a minute. Alright, I'm going to put the van over here. And then we're going to grab the wardrobe. And we're going to put it here, but not on the light switch. The thing is I don't like... Easy. We're going to move the light switch. It's easy. We can fix that. Yeah, so what I would do if I could is I'd actually turn that garage door, I'd remove it, and I'd change this frame here. We'd actually put in a couple of pillars and a couple of, maybe a big sliding door, or even just brick the whole wall in as well. But fortunately we can't quite manage to do that. So we're going to live with it, and we're going to just... Okay, we're going to whine about it, but anyway. I'm just going to move this over. It would be good if the game would recognize that this was a that this was a bedroom, but it's going to call it a garage, and that's just going to be the way it is. That's not too bad. Now we just need some artwork and a plan to 5, and we will be right there. Decorations, plants. I want something with pink flowers. That's fairly merry, but it doesn't have the right color pot, which is a shame. Let's give it a black base and a white top. Alright, just give me a minute while I work it out. Oh wait, what's that? I was hoping for pink somewhere. Okay, light grey. That'll do. We are going to have one of those in this corner. And we're going to put this here, and I'm going to come back and put a bin in the corner. I'm going to pop this over here. Alrighty. That's about everything I can fit here. We need a mirror on this wall. So let's go with, and I'm actually thinking a normal mirror, but let's keep our options open and have a look and see the variety. I need a fairly large mirror. So I'm pretty sure that these are relatively small. Yeah. I'm just kind of seeing if I've remembered it wrong, because I think I might have. Alright, so what we're going to do is just go with the bog standard mirror, which is up here, because it's fairly large, and we can add, pop it on its side, and it actually matches the dresser quite nicely. We're going to give them a downlight for it, because otherwise it's not going to be much good for them, so we're going to use sconce lighting, and we're going to go with a scone lux. Just see if that goes. That looks wrong. Okay, we'll go with sconce lighting if I can get it to look right. I'm not thinking I'm going to have a lot of luck. Yeah, so what we're going to do is just bring that down a little bit. And then we're going to bring that down a little bit. Alright, now someone's got a nice little space to apply their makeup if they really want to. So that seems to be that pretty much done. We do need artwork, I forgot. So decorations, pictures and paintings. We can do with the water lily. It's a bedroom. We can put something in pretty sensuous. So something like that maybe. We're going to do a couple, I think. We'll probably do water lilies and so we'll pop that one there. Then we'll go with the water lilies for the top. So it's got kind of peaceful stuff as well. It didn't come. I think I just banged my head on the ceiling again. Alright, and down we go. That wall looks really barren, but there's not a lot of walk space beside the bed. And the only shelf that'll really fit in there is quite wide. So that's why I haven't popped it in. But I'm looking and I'm thinking these are nice. They don't come in the right colour. This, however, does. And if you put it in, it just takes up a lot of space. I guess I could move everything over. Actually, we might do that. That would solve my problem with this. So we'll grab that and we'll pop it over a little bit more, which means that plant is going to have to go, but that's okay. Grab that and move it over. Oh, for goodness sake, get back to where I want you. There you are. Just going to grab that and we're going to move it over about that much. And yes, I am biased because I want to see if I can get this thing to fit in here. Okay, then I'm going to grab this one and we'll just move it to there. Ah, what did I just do? Oh no, I've lost my ornament. That's okay. We'll move this over. Alright, now the reason we've done that, where did my... Alright, I may have accidentally sold the lamp. I didn't intend to, but, you know, stuff happens. Let's grab this cupboard while it's still here, and we're going to just pop it here. Alright, now we have a little bit more interest in the room. We'll just toddle that over there. Grab this one, and we'll go back and grab another lamp like we had before. So get it standing. Grab that. It's got a white base and a purple top, and pop it there. Turn that switch on. And that switch on. And okay, that probably comes on when I turn that switch on. Yes, okay. And what we need is we need at least 2 overhead lamps, one up here. So up on the ceiling. Go buy many, actually. That's pretty close. We use the Oakham instead of the cherry because I don't have any cherry and it's dark. It's too light. Alright, try the brown beech. Okay. Put this on here. The lights have gone off because I've added some more. That needs to come down a little bit. Or maybe not. Alright, let's see what happens when we put the switch on now. Ah, there we go. It's not too bad. We just need to add some plants in along the top. We're going to use our small fluffy plants because they have a beautiful purple vase. So they have 2 shades of purple. I'm thinking the dark. Yeah, the dark will be good. So we're actually just going to go... Normally I would just put 3 in. So you'd have these kind of here. And they lift the room just a little bit. Alright, go this way. So the last thing we want in here are going to be... Where are they? I love the new plants they've added in here. It's really nice. Okay, we're going to go with violet. What did I use? I used a silver base, didn't I? So silver base. No, not that one. Grey base, white top. And we're just going to intersperse these here to lift it out. Should we go this way? It's really noticeable that the pattern hasn't continued. So what I'm going to do, I know I'm playing with fire, is I'm actually going to move this along to here. Ooh. If that had been the lamp, it would have broken. And we're just going to move these along to here. I'll just grab that. Oh, okay. I did break it, and that's why it went away, because I was using that. Okay, so go back to our little fluffies and our dark pink, and we'll pop it on the end. Now, in order to give the illusion of that pattern continuing, we're going to get... Let me just grab... We're going to get this and pop it... Now, let's have a look at the visual that gives you. It's just enough of a break to work. It doesn't work 100%, but it'll do. Right, this is our master bedroom. I know it still says garage, but that's not going to change. So, that one there. The wall seems a little bare, but I really don't have any more purple paintings, so we'll live with it. Alright, which corner haven't I done it from? I think this one. Yeah, that's not really photo worthy. That's fun. Okay, and that is where I'll leave this session. Next session, what we're going to do is we're going to do the outside, which involves also cleaning a couple of windows that are dirty on the outside. You know what? I really like this room now that I've seen it again. So we have our master bedroom in the garage, our entry hall, our children's room. We have one bedroom and ensuite. So I haven't really done a purpose-built granny's room, but that's okay. We have our kitchen and living room and kitchenette. We have another really narrow bedroom that wasn't at all well thought out, and another bathroom. We have at the back a separate office, which will be pleasing Doll and Trusk no end, but it's also very plain and not very well furnished. And over here we have our family room, again with its array of plants. So the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go out next session and we're going to design, seriously, that mole is a rat. Alright, we're actually going to design a utility garden, because I haven't done one yet, so I figure we might as well do a utility garden. It's going to involve chopping down a few trees, putting in an orchard, getting rid of the mole, probably getting rid of all the conifers and replacing it with edible plants and sunflowers, and we will add in a children's swing set and space as well. So those are the plans. Thanks for hanging with me. I really hope you enjoyed this session, and if you liked it, hit that like button, and if you want to see more of this content, please hit subscribe. Thanks for being around today, everybody.